The Minister of Health, Mr. Mohamed Warsama, and the Ministry of Economy and Finance, Mr. Yas Musa Dawali, took part at the end of the morning in the reception ceremony of the medical equipment granted by the IGAD with the financial support of the European Union. In addition to the two members of the government, the ceremony was attended by numerous personalities, including the representative of the European Union in Djibouti, Mr. Aiden O'Hara, the IGAD Executive Secretary, Dr. Wokone Gebieu, and the United Nations System Coordinator, Mrs. Barbara Menzi, held in the CAM warehouse at PK12. The reception ceremony was also attended by the General Secretary of Health, Dr. Salah Boneta, and several senior officials of the ministry, comprising 3 fully equipped ambulances, personal protective equipment, and a COVID-19 screening test for PCR laboratory. This grant will help to strengthen the monitoring and control system against COVID-19 in Djibouti, particularly in cross-border areas. It should be noted that this gracious grant from IGAD is part of the European Union's support to the response against COVID-19 led by IGAD member states. IGAD's Executive Secretary, Dr. Wokone Gebieu, welcomed the initiative of solidarity by the member states of the European Union to provide an appropriate global response to the COVID-19 pandemic. He recalled that IGAD is working closely with all stakeholders in different areas.
Who are in need of this kind of assistance. So this is, as Madam Fatia said, the first entry point for us with the support of European Union, which has lended his hand immediately after the summit of our heads of states and governments, just before 11 months or like that. So that is really, we always thank European Union and also Ambassador Aiden. He working very closely together here, and other partners, of course. We're working very, so this is really what we were aspiring, what we were saying, that seeing IGAD very near to the community.
Today, very big ceremony, a lot of items, surgical masks, PPE, which is protective equipment, COVID tests, and 2 ambulances, as well as another ambulance and a mobile lab, which is going to be delivered shortly. Beyond that, I can say that the project will help supporting quarantine facilities in Dora through IOM, the rehabilitation of water and sanitation facilities and provision of emergency water supplies through UNICEF, and support through the provision of protective equipment and safe trade in Galafi and Djibouti port through trademark. I think that again, trademark is a quasi-private entity. It's really important that we partner all together.
The head of the European delegation in Djibouti, Mr. Aiden O'Hara, said that the donation was part of the European Union's strong commitment to support and sustain the national efforts of IGAD countries in their fight against COVID-19. In his speech, the Minister of Economy and Finance, Mr. Yas Musa Dawali, expressed his sincere thanks to IGAD for the delivery of the medical equipment, and also to the European Union delegation in Djibouti and all the European Union member states for funding this commendable initiative. For his part, the Minister of Health, Mr. Mohamed Warsama, has amply stressed that this donation will greatly contribute to the strengthening of the national response mechanism led by this government against the COVID-19 pandemic.